As badass as this intro is, I think we've seen it enough times, honestly. Oh god. Okay, so we should have the last stage with Guan Yu to do today, and then we're gonna do the Yellow Turban Rebellion with whoever we pick next. That's gonna be what we do today. Hey, Nex!
It's nothing. Prepare to move.
Huh.
The enemy has begun to move.
Finally! Juye Liang, I've been waiting for this.
His hand looks so weird in that cutscene. Okay, so yeah, we've already checked this actually. There's no new story for us here just because we picked a new character. However, as Guan Yu, we do start in this one bit with like 4 officers defending us. Let's see, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Everybody's at 5, and the enemies are at 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so we mostly want to go to the left so that we can just kind of get those guys from the back. The good thing is that in this stage, Guan Yu does have 4 sub-officers with him. So long as I'm constantly killing, you know, mooks, I'm going to constantly have enough morale that I will never have to worry about any of those dudes. They're just going to stay here and hold the fort. They tell us kinda to not cross the bridge, but I don't think it actually matters. Like, if you're playing on the opposite side, if you're playing as Wei, like there's a whole thing where Zhang Fei just rushes forward without thinking, and then you ambush him on this stage. But like, that doesn't happen on this side. If you're doing good, you're just doing good. Of course, no. Okay. Despite being at the level that I am, my bodyguards are still just the most basic guys. Eventually they start upgrading to be like the ones that are actually wearing armor, but I guess I just haven't gotten there yet, weirdly. So they're just gonna die immediately, kind of. The bodyguard mechanic is not really all that well thought out in this one. Oh, you recovered health. Bastard. Okay, so that's that guy. Allies morale is kind of dropping. I do want to check how, because that's Shuzhu and that's Zhang Liao. Zhang Liao's at 4 and he's going to stay here and keep pushing, so he's just going to get killed. On our allies side, Zhao Yun is at 4, Zhang Fei is at 5 still, Ma Chao is at 4, they're all at 4, so they're going to die if I don't help him. help them. That guy is fighting 2 officers at once, so I definitely want to prioritize that one. Wang Zhong, he should be. So we're just gonna ignore Zhang Liao for now. And twirl his spear, and then just ignore him. Oh, archers. That's Chuju. Chuju. Chu. Yep, bodyguards just dying. The good thing about it being the last stage is that I don't have to worry about the pickups, since just upgrading my character doesn't matter that much. Like, there's no more stages to fight, so it doesn't matter if he doesn't get that much stronger. It definitely matters a lot more on the earlier stages for each Musou mode. See, that's the thing with Shuju. His Musou attack, his special attack, leaves him prone, so he recovers pretty much every time he uses it. It's so infuriating. Oh god, come on. Look, he went to pull! I very much dislike Cao Cao's Tiger General. Please let me kill you, sir. God, he got somebody else to help him too. Please hit him. Please. Oh, he recovers too. Of course he does. Don't recover again. Don't recover. Okay, where are the archers? At least that guy's down. He's gonna attack him! Okay, he's dead now, but I'm like super low on health. So I need to leave, but I don't want to just leave my horse. Is that a... Please tell me that's Oh, the archers! No, I have to leave right now. I have to leave. The horse can't... I don't think the horse is close enough anyway. Yeah, those are pots. I don't want one of those. There's gotta be a health somewhere. Okay. That helps a lot, actually. Okay, so with that being the case, one guy, Macha will get destroyed on the west, so we should probably go there. Did I despawn the horse? I think I despawned the horse. Okay, we're gonna have to make it on foot then. And Zhao Yun, okay, so just the right side of the map is open now. So, just no option, have to go there. Where's the... There's a bridge. Oh, it's there. The good thing is, on this side at least, they should be good. Because the ones who are left are Wang Zhong with 4 stars, and he's fighting Zhang Liao with 3. So he should be good. Oh. Yeah, they're coming. How is Zhang Fei doing anyway? He's with 5 and he's fighting a guy with 6. So he's gonna need help soon, but he should hold out for a bit. Surely one of these. Yep. Oh, these guys are Zhang Fei's troop. So yeah, all the more reason to help then on this side. Xiao Yuan. These are all the guys that we that escaped us at the Battle of Chibi, I think. I think it's Chibi. Might be getting the name wrong. Oh god, he's going down quick. Oh, I thought it was one. Either way. Okay, sir, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that, please. Thank you. Okay, why is he at full health now? God damn it. The arrows. So what are these? There you go. That was frustrating. Okay, part of this troop is the Anwei's troop, so don't think I can leave many of these guys alive, or they're gonna. Oh no, the Anwei's attacking from the south. Okay, that's good actually, because it means I can go meet him there without having to wait through all of these soldiers. Huang Zhong is taking gates. Oh. So yeah, Huang Zhong is doing fine now. His morale is going to be up just by all the work he's doing. Oh yeah, there's our surprise. There's our surprise attack. Nice. So that means more allied officers start spawning, which are Jiang Wei and Wei Yang with 5. So they should be able to handle it fine, except for on this side. But that's fine because that's where we're going to go right after we defeat Jiang Wei. Hey, Zhuge Liang, some help? That would be nice. He's just sitting his ass there. Just because he thinks he's so smart. It was all for Saul, don't you see? Okay, where the fuck did they go? They just kind of backed out. Point is, I need them to come forward so that I can kill them, because I'm not going to be able to if I go through. Or some of our allied, some of those blue dots, to just sort of start moving this way. That'll be nice. Hey, Zhuge, just gonna sit there? Oh, thank God. Useless fuck. See, as soon as he came in, shit got immediately better. Come on, catch him, please. No. What? I was guarding. Oh no. I hate that attack of his. Okay. Because frequently he knocks himself down with it, which you would think would be a bad thing, but that's what allows him to don't knock him down. God, you bunch of idiots. Okay. Okay, fucking finally, now we have to go and help Zhang Fei, because he's suffering here. Jiang Wei is gaining morale, though, at least, so that's good. He should be fine for a while. Sauren is coming from the top. He's attacking the main camp, but the main camp is... he's at 5, and the main camp is at... 5 with Zhuge Liang, but, like, 6 with Liu Bei, so it should be fine. It should be fine. So we just have to help Zhang Fei. Everybody else is going to be fine. So who's Zhang Fei fighting anyways? It is Xiahou Dun and Sauren. Okay. Those are Dian Wei's troops, so they're fine. They're gonna be fine. From these are archers. Zhang Fei is in trouble, yes I know, I'm going there. Jiang Wei taking the gate, so that's nice, they're able to kill people. So here's where they need help. I think I saw some help? Yeah, okay. Oh god. Oh, defense up, I want that. Stop recovering health, I hate you. That's exactly what I did not want to happen. Okay, that's one guy down. So that should lower their morale just immediately. The problem is that it lowers the enemy's morale, but it doesn't raise Zhang Fei's. Like, it's good, but we're still in trouble. The game keeps saying Zhang Fei's in trouble, Zhang Fei's in trouble. I know he's in trouble. That's why I'm here. Okay, that guy's almost dead. If I can get a couple of lucky hits. No. There you go. Okay, how are we looking? Zhang Fei with 2. That's not... No. Does he have anybody with him? Or did everybody die? No, everybody died. Okay, so we're gonna... So long as we stick with him, he should be fine. Maybe he's off screen for a microsecond and he gets killed then. That's always possible. Fuck him. Oh, so this is where your archers were hiding. Xiaodun? Oh, you're there. Okay, there we go. There's some allied troops on our side. Keep getting hit by arrows from across the river. Okay, that should do it. No, it doesn't, because there's Sauron. Okay, but at least most of those troops was Xiaodun, so it shouldn't be a problem to just focus Sauron. And Sauron is at 2, so he's gonna be fine. If any of his troop is there, they're not gonna just immediately annihilate Zhang Fei's. You're gonna have to micromanage everyone's morale in this game. Oh. Okay, it still was a +2 though. Okay, so everybody should be fine up to and until they meet up with Sima Yi. Then there's gonna be issues. But by that point, the stage is super straightforward. It's literally just a hallway and you get to the end. Then rocks fall and you die. That part is there too, but you know. Okay, so let's go and get the life up that's on the other side. Then take out the gate captains on the way. That's all we need to do, and then the stage is done. It went pretty short. Well, it's going. We don't know. Maybe I'll take 3 hours to get there. Could always happen. You never know. You never know. So the life up should be somewhere along these houses. I don't think it's any of these jars. I think it's right there. Yeah. Okay. Let's break those jars and see if I can get a bit more health. What has a lot of health? Like, Lu Xiang's health, by the time I was done with her, was like about where Guan Yu began. It was super uncomfortable, like it was just 2 hits and I was already close to dying. Guan Xing is defeating. They're just defeating troops, and Sima Yi's morale is going to be dropping, so that's good. This is going well. Like, I actually don't think they'll need that much help from me. Well, they will do with the final guy, but the later stages do vary a lot depending on where you start. They're a bit more strategic like that, which I find nice. I think it's a nice ramp up from the first ones being extremely straightforward, so you just kill dudes. And these being a bit more tactical, but just a bit. It's not like a tactical game, you know, but just there's decisions to make along the way. So the one guy I'm worried about is Zhang Fei, because his morale was pretty low when I left him off. So maybe he'll get himself killed. He's at 3, which could be worse, I guess. Let's just kind of kill troops as I go, to just start reducing the morale bit by bit. Okay, so he's at 3 now, Sima Yi, so he should be the same as Zhang Fei, which kind of gives him a chance. Okay, you bunch of assholes. There's Sima Yi, which is with his bolter attack. There's the save. You can't see it because the horse is in the way, but I grabbed it. Are those guns? No, those are crossbows. Okay. Did they have crossbows in this ancient China? This is the year like 200. I'm not sure they were invented yet. I mean, this is not the most historically accurate game, obviously. There's the guy himself, Sima Yi. The camera doesn't like this spot. Where did I felt arrows? Where did those arrows come from? Must have come from out there, right? Just these towers. Come on, he's shooting me. Why can't I shoot him? I know he's there. There you go. Jeez. Okay, just a couple enemies left. Actually, I didn't kill Sima Yi. What, John? Wait, how come he killed the one with the best morale? He was going to kill Zhang Fei, not Wang Zheng. So when did he get 4 stars? He was at 1 a second ago. Zhang Fei, get your fucking horse out of the way. Always with the horses. Okay. There you go, that's how we go. run away. Told you. That's Cao Zhang, and now the only one left is Cao Cao. I'm done with Guan Yu. Yay! Get down the horse again. Come on, you're about to die. Just give me that bit of help. There you go. Ooh.
Liu Bei has succeeded in restoring the Imperial Han to power. The age of Shu Han is about to begin.
Ooh. I'm back, motherfucker. Yeah, welcome back. Playing games now. Guan Yu, a giant of a man with a long full beard, he wielded the Black Dragon. The Black Dragon? A monstrous halberd weighing over 60 pounds. No! What? It was the Serpent Spear. Did they... It was the Green Serpent Spear in the novel. It's like a pretty significant detail. They just... God damn, they just didn't care. Or maybe they just thought that dragon was cooler? Or maybe serpent is a cognate for dragon. But no, the Chinese had dragons. They wouldn't use the same word, would they? And this is a Japanese game anyway. Yeah, it sounds like a localization issue. I mean, these people didn't know how to say Cao Cao properly. Like, they keep calling him Cao Cao. So, it seems likely. Or maybe I'm wrong, and it was called the dragon, the Black Dragon, or whatever they said. But I remember it being the Serpent Spear, or something with the word serpent in the novel. I don't think it was a creative decision. That's not the kind of detail that you would change, right? Can you skip this? I don't want to. It just... I know that we see these credits every 5 stages, but like, you know, it still feels a bit bad to skip the credits. So yeah, I wanted to do all the Musou modes for this game, but there's like a lot of them. It's good music! Weirdly modern compared to the rest of the soundtrack, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it's a nice palette cleanser, if anything. no idea how the song goes. Okay, so that was Guan Yu's Musou mode finished. God, it lags so much on the menu screen. I hate it. Okay, there you go. And nowhere else, that's the thing. It only lags there. So, we just did a Shu general, so I say we're gonna pick between a Wu and a Wei one. Let's see, last time I did Wu after Shu, so let's do one of these. I already did it with this one, with Sun Shangxiang, so we get our pick of either Zhou Yu, the guy that dies of a heart attack, Lu Xun, I don't remember anything important about him. I actually don't remember anything important about most of these people. This guy dies of a heart attack too, because he saw a ghost. Yeah, Lu Xun sounds funky. Yeah, let's go Lu Xun. Sure.
You appear to be ready.
Or Lu Meng. Nah, I already picked Lu Xun, so we're going Lu Xun.
The time for change.
I'm pretty sure Lu Meng dies of a heart attack. I think it's him. It's gonna be somebody in Wu, right, that dies of a heart attack because the ghost of Guan Yu appears in front of him and just yells really bad. Like, it's not like he stabs them or anything. He just appears and says, like, you killed my brother, fuck you, and then they die. There's a massive delay on the chat. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. My connection is shit, so there's gonna be a delay. There's something we're gonna all have to learn how to deal with.
The year 184.
I've already seen this like 30 times. Okay, this fight is easy. It's pretty mindless. We're just gonna do it. Mine too, not gonna lie. Yeah, of course. We're from the same country. Like, I know shit sucks. the internet sucks here. Fuck VTR, you know? Or Movistar, or whatever the fuck you use. They all suck. I mean, at least now I have fiber optic. It used to be worse on my side. Cell sucks balls. Oh, that's the one you use? Oh god, I'm gonna have to learn the combos for this guy. Oh, they're a lot fast. Oh god, he has very... Look at that health. He has so little health. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to upgrade that by getting the items. I mean, which is what I do anyways, but... God, that's smaller than Sun Shangxiang. Jesus, maybe that's like the Wu thing. Maybe they just have low health. Maybe that's why they die of heart attacks. God, it's so... Look at that, it's so small! Okay, how do I combo this guy to get a collectible out of him? Ooh, this is easy. This is just an infinite. Oh, I can easily get +4 on those. The bloodline is weak. It is. It literally is. I mean, in the novel, they are the ones that just their regents keep dying. Like they just constantly just. They seem to me like they were never doing too well. It's kind of surprising that they're one of the 3 kingdoms when there's like others. Like, it seems like they mostly get by because nobody attacks them. Like, they outlast people like Yuan Shao and Yuan Shu because Cao Cao is like, yeah, I'm gonna go attack them, but later though. That's the impression that I got when they're the fodder dynasty. Yeah, kinda. It feels that way. I mean, the whole character of Zhou Yu is literally only there to make Zhuge Liang seem smarter. Only there for it to be 3, right? Okay, let's see if I can infinite this guy. Okay, no, yeah, so the issue is, as usual, the guys around him keep harassing you and they don't let you hit him in peace. It's actually a lot harder in the Yellow Turban Rebellion to get those combos just because this stage has a very weak enemy, so it loves to throw tons of them at you. It's probably easier if I get him against the wall. Okay, so 8, that's a +2. 16, that's a +4. Can I get a +8? Oh, this is way easier than Guan Yu. It's 32, I think. Yeah, that's the +8. Okay, if I can do that consistently, I'm just gonna be extremely powerful by the end of this. Would be a part of it if you would be a part of Pillar Dynasty. Would be a part of it if I was there. There you go again. I mean, me too. Actually, I think most of us would be. I have never held a sword in my life. I would just be one of those peasants that died in the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That's who I would be. Just like hungry and just picked up a sword and it's strength by numbers, but actually they're pretty weak. Like just very hungry poor Chinese person. That's me. If you put me in the year 200 in China, I would not live past an afternoon. I would be a fisherman who tried to fight with a fishing spear but dies. Yeah, sounds about right. Just like bathed in shit. Oh, he does it. That's fun. He does a somersault. I forget what Lu Xun's whole bit in the story was. I think it was kind of like Zhou Yu's successor. Like after Zhou Yu gets the heart attack, he's just the smartest guy that they have left. After that, he also leads. I think he's also like basically gets his name by being part of that whole operation where they super kick Shu's ass. But like the novel downplays his role anyway because it's like, yeah, he was the commandant or the strategist or whatever. But Shu lost mostly because Liu Bei didn't listen to Zhuge Liang. Though actually he does, yeah, I know, I do remember. Part of the whole deal with Lu Xun was that he was way too young to be the strategist that everybody said he was. So he was constantly underestimated by the older people. I forget how, but there's a whole chapter about how he gains Gan Ning. It's either Gan Ning or Lu Meng, but he gains his respect, right? Because they look down on him for being like very young. That's the way I remember it. Could be wrong, it's been a while since I listened to the novel podcast that I get all of this info from. Yeah, you sound like you might know. Funny Muso game? Yeah, funny. Very, very fun game. Very extremely. Would recommend 100%. Come on, I want the +8. No, don't interrupt. Fuck you. Oh, I still got him. Okay, if I was ready for that, I could have kept it going. Not a big lore person. I am. I'm not. I'm sure you can tell. I like listening to these things and just kind of learning them. I was that annoying kid that would talk to you about this stuff for hours, even after it was clear that you weren't listening. Just like clearly just love the sound of my own voice. That's who I am. I just want to spam square and then do a big attack with triangle. I mean, that's also fun. Yeah, that's the fun of these games, is that you can have both. You can. I wouldn't think it's annoying only if you explain it to me. I mean, I would try, but explain. Oh, when I was a kid. Okay, so. And didn't assume I knew all that already. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's ancient Chinese history. It's kind of a niche topic. Most people aren't into history, much less ancient Chinese history, you know? This is from the year 200. No, when I was a kid, okay, so since you know all of these games, right? Or at least you know Dynasty Warriors, I wonder if you know about Warriors Orochi. There's this game, right? There's this game which is Dynasty Warriors, which is ancient China, right? Year 200. There's this other game that is Samurai Warriors by the same people, right? Part of the same series, and that series focuses on the warring states of Japan. That is the year 1800, right? The era of samurai. 1800s about, right? Actually 1800s might be a bit late, but like 1500s, you know, around there. And they made, since they had this old 2 series and they had characters from both of those eras, they made this crossover game called Warriors Orochi. It's basically this fanfiction tier plot, right? Where like the warriors from both games get kind of isekai'd into this alternate world. I forget what happens in there, but it's just an excuse to have all of them fighting together, right? That's basically what it is. And I had this friend, right, who he owned Warriors Orochi, and he was like, kind of like me, right, in that he liked just, but less so, right? He just liked knowing the names of all the characters and just kind of knowing what they're like and stuff, and knowing the story front to back, right? But I was the annoying one that would go into Wikipedia and start reading the articles, right? And I am realizing that these are real people and not just funny video game characters. So I think this guy might have been a bit maybe jealous that, you know, I was just talking his ear off, right? Because again, I'm that annoying kid that does that. But like, the thing is, I was just kind of telling him because I own Samurai Warriors, right? So when he showed me Warriors Orochi in the PS2, they were all these characters from Dynasty Warriors that knew nothing, that I knew nothing about, right? I didn't know who any of these characters were. So I was just super interested, right? And so he was there, right? Like all proud of knowing the characters that I didn't know, right? Like I knew the ones from Samurai Warriors, all the samurai, all the Japanese ones. And he knew all these others. And eventually I just sort of set up a good conversation. I started telling him, right, about the actual story. Like, hey, did you know that these guys were like real people, real historical people? He was like, oh, like he was bullshitting like he knew, but he had no idea, right? And the reason because I was kind of gullible, the reason I realized that he had no idea is that he started telling me about how the Chinese ones met the Japanese ones, right? And I was like, oh, these are stories that I don't know, so I'm just gonna listen, right? As if I know. But then eventually, years later, like he was saying some shit, right? He was saying some stupid bullshit. He was saying that Yukimura Sanada Yukimura went to China, met Liu Bei, got recognized as a god of war, as a local deity there. Which makes no sense. Yukimura Sanada lived over 1,000 years after any of these fuckers. Like over 1,000, like a millennia later. They could never have met. Yukimura Sanada may have known who Liu Bei was, right? By reading about him, in the same way that I know who fucking Christopher Columbus is. Right? He was just bullshitting me and I didn't know until years later. Such a bullshit of that guy. He was always lying about something or other. I don't know why I believed him, honestly. Because it wasn't the first time. I guess I'm just happy to talk with anyone about this stuff. Fun guy, I haven't seen him in years. I wonder what he's up to. It was really funny, even if he was kind of mean sometimes. Kind of miss him, to be honest. I would actually love to have you rant to me about it. Sounds interesting. It is interesting. It is all super interesting. I mean, it's history, right? It's ancient history, and it's okay. So I'm not gonna assume that you know any of this. So I'll just start talking about it. Dynasty Warriors is based not on actual Chinese history. I mean, it is, but not directly. It is based on a historical novel called Romance of the Three Kingdoms that was written about 200 years after any of the events in it happened. It is a historical novel, which means that it's not history. It is a fictionalization of the stuff that happened in real history, which means that there's magic and there's ghosts and you're just kind of supposed to accept it, right? Like, it's not... it's a novel. It's a novel based on history that the guy who wrote it had available at the time. So all of these characters are just adaptations of the characters from the novel. So, like, I think the events of the novel are supposed to be in year 200 or something, and the novel was written in something like 600, right, in China. Something like that. It was like a difference of 400 to 200 years. A lot of those historical records are just kind of lost, but the novel isn't. So there are a lot of people in the novel who just, we can't be sure if they're real or not. Specifically the women, because, you know, there's a lot of historical records of women. They weren't allowed to battle jets. Most women don't appear. So if they appear in the novel, it's kind of debated whether they even existed. It's just a romanticization of history, basically, yeah. There's magic and there's ghosts and there's stuff. It's written as a historical, like, that's the thing. It's one of the style things, right? Or at least from what I remember. Supposedly, it's written like a historical document, but it's not, right? Like, in a way that it's, like, obviously stylistic. Like, it's not trying to trick you into thinking that it's a historical document. It's very clearly not. Like, it's super poetic and shit, right? But it documents things that way to sort of, you know, create this idea of historicality. Probably with the assumption that, you know, I mean, it's ancient China. How many people even knew how to read, right? If you had access to that stuff, you probably could have found out about what actually happened. Or it probably wasn't really relevant. There's a lot of stuff about it, basically. I think the guy wrote it while in prison. I seem to remember that, although it could be wrong. And it's also, like, kind of not very impartial. Like, despite wanting to be a really historical novel, it's, like, extremely open about who it likes and who it doesn't. Like, Liu Bei is this amazing, beautiful boy who can do no wrong, right? It's 80% fanfic, 15% folktales, and 5% history. I think some people would disagree with those percentages, but yes, basically. Like, some people would say it's more history than 5, but that feels about right. It's definitely a combination of those three things. Ooh, save point. So this guy has better defense than Guan Yu. I've been getting hit about as much as usual, and despite the low health, he is, like, not... I haven't been very close to dying with him. So he's got pretty good defense compared. I can deal with the low life if that's how it's gonna be. Although, to be fair, I have also been comboing those fuckers to death, so I'm getting those upgrades real quick. It's really interesting though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, because I could talk about it for hours. I mean, honestly, that's why I'm playing this game. just to have an excuse to talk about it. I wish I remembered more of the stories. Low life just means be hitless. Yeah, of course. Gotta be hitless. Just don't get hit, idiot. You see, if it were me, I would just not get hit. If it were me playing, I would just not get hit. It is me playing. Okay, I want to combo this guy. I feel like this is a good opportunity. Give me a +8 attack. That's a +8 attack. That's a +4. No, fucking hell. Don't get in front. Oh, damn it. Okay, +4. Still better than usual. Only if you wanna. Maybe someday we can VC while you stream, or just VC outside of stream and you can run to me. Could be. Honestly, I'm not that fond of VCing with people while on stream, but outside stream, I'll be super fine with that. Like, it just sounds so fascinating. I mean, okay, so like there's this podcast, right? There's this podcast that just tells the story. It's this podcast by this Chinese guy, and he has like a fake accent, so it's kind of hard to make out what he's saying sometimes. But he's like half Chinese American guy, and he read the story when he was very young, right? And so it's just kind of a thing to him, like it's part of his culture and everything. So he speaks Chinese, right? So he read the original language and everything, and he just kind of tells the story, right? But basically the way he tells it, what happened is he was super in love with this story that he read when he was young in the original language, and so he gave to his wife who was American, he gave her as a gift a copy of the book. But the problem is that an ancient Chinese chronicle of history written in the style of historical records is really hard to translate, right? There's this poetry in the way that it is written that is extremely difficult to do well from Chinese to English, and especially from year 600 Chinese. So his wife just wasn't into it, and he read the book and he was like, yeah, I'm not into it either, right? Because it just reads a lot more boring in English. So what he does is he just as a side project, he starts making this podcast. And in this podcast, he basically tells the story, right, of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, just bit by bit. And it's a very interesting bit. Remembering names is difficult because they're very Chinese names that you're not used to. So like if everything else is in English, that's the thing you can't translate. But I mean, he does have text versions of what he says as downloadable things. I find that reading it makes it easier for me to remember. And I mean, the characters who matter just keep appearing over and over, so you remember those even if those in between you don't. It also helps to just have a visual image in your mind of who the characters are, which, you know, you do if you play the games, so that helps a lot. Shi Zhuan and Shi Huang killed Li Xuan while Shi Luan watched. You joke, but it's not too different. That's pretty close to what it's like sometimes. Some guys have very similar names. I mean, they're similar to us, right? Because here's the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna keep ranting about this shit because this is another topic that I find super interesting, right? Okay, so linguistically speaking, Chinese is an interesting language. Chinese is a tonal language. Tonal means that on top of having phonemes, or rather that one of the phonemes that they have are what linguists call tones, which are tones. What that means is that, for example, a phoneme is the different sounds that make up a language, right? So like in stream froze. Are you sure? OBS is saying nothing. I don't see anything weird on this side. You sure it's not you? I mean, I'm saying this, but you probably can't see it. Maybe it's just me. Nothing weird. Yeah, Next doesn't see anything weird, so it's probably just you. Just try recharging, reloading the page. It should be fine. Or your internet. Yeah, that might help. Okay. But I'll wait until she's back. To keep going about my rant about languages. But see, I wasn't joking. You get me started about this shit and I just can't not stop. Which is good when you're streaming, but kind of bad when you're talking to somebody who's kind of tired of you. Alright, so you can hear me now, yeah? Because I was about to dive into a rant about languages and phonetics and stuff. Welcome back. Glad your internet didn't die. Okay, so what I was saying, right? Chinese is a phonetically interesting language because it has what is called... I was going for the +8. Chinese is a phonetically interesting language because it has what are called the tonemes, which means that there's tones, right, that make up the language. So, a phoneme in linguistics is basically the sounds, all the different sounds that make up a language. This is another way I have to go. All the different sounds that make up a language. So, let me just check something. This guy's at 5, so it's still good. Okay. So basically, in something like English, there's like, you know, p, t, k, d, a, i, u, e, u. All of those are phonemes, right? And so if you put them in the different combinations, you can get different words, right? It's the sounds, not the letters, the sounds. So there are letters that correspond to more than one sound, like a C can be a P or a S, or there are sounds that can be more than one letter. English is a pretty good example of all of those because every word is pronounced differently because English pronunciation makes no fucking sense, right? Chinese has tonemes, which means that on top of the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds, you also have extra information in the tone. So for example, in English, if I say ta, that's one syllable. But if I say ta, or if I say ta, or if I say ta, those are all the same syllable because the tone doesn't matter. In Chinese, it does matter. So if you say cao, or if you say cao, like if you say it with a lower tone or with a rising tone, those are different. And I don't mean that they're like different, you know, things of the same. They are different, like to a person who speaks Chinese, those are just different words, like, completely different. If the difference between Cao and Cao, even though they were both Cao, they are different words, right? Which basically means that you could have Cao Cao and have Cao Cao, and those would be two different people. That happens. It's hell. Try to remember names with that shit. Like that's why I say that even though like I know that it's not Cao Cao, like the voice actors for this game keep saying the names wrong. Like they keep calling Cao Cao, they keep calling Cao Cao. Like I'm saying Cao Cao, but I'm probably wrong. It's probably Cao Cao, right? Or Cao Cao or something. I have no idea which one of those it is. But at least I'm closer than just calling it Cao Cao, you know? every language has shit like that, right? Shit that just, if you're not aware of it, it seems like it would be absolutely hell to parse, but then if you're actually used to it, it's like, no, fine, your brain can just keep up with it, but you have to be used to it, right? Like, if you were born speaking Chinese, that wouldn't be difficult for you, right? That would be actually super easy. But, we are not, so it's difficult. It's like how French has things like that too. French and English have like 27 different vowel sounds or something stupid like that, right? And it's like, it's super difficult to distinguish if you're not used to, like, especially if you, like, we speak Spanish, right? You and I, so the G, the J, and the F. Yeah, I have no idea how those are pronounced in French, but I believe you, right? They have something like that. German also have some shit like that, where like there's a h sound and there's a h sound, and you and I, we speak Spanish, so just they're both a J for us, right? They're a h, but in German there's a difference between whether you articulate it at the back of the throat or like in the middle of the throat, right? Like in the like a h, those are different sounds. If you're not used to distinguishing that, that's just very difficult. French is weird. French is weird. French is half the reason English is weird. And I mean, Spanish, right? Shit like conjugations is also like extremely difficult. Like in English, every verb just has 3 forms, and some of them, 2 of them are the same, right? In Spanish, every verb has like, I don't know, something like 27 different forms. Like every language has some stupid bullshit about them. There are languages where they don't have a left or right, so they use cardinal directions. Like they don't say left, like you don't have a left hand or a right hand. You have a north hand and a south hand, and if you turn around, they swap. How the fuck do you do that? You know? Which is interesting. Okay, so they're at 4. I think the guys with me are at 4-2. Okay, let's try to keep lowering then. Pocket compass. I mean, basically, but like it's in their mind, right? Like they're just aware of that shit. And I guess it makes sense. If everybody talks that way, then you only need one person who's keeping track. Now everybody can be, right? I suppose. I mean, this is not like a widely spoken language, right? So, like, I'm pretty sure it's not like a country that speaks it. It's just one of those sort of native, so it's probably less of an issue there. Oh shit, I meant south, not north, sorry, in the scene of an accident. It would be legally funny. Turn north! No, my north! Kinda doesn't work. No, you're north. Oh, they're north, idiot. You're north, my south. Yeah. Okay, he's at 3 more hours, so I can probably just kind of start skipping a bit. Oh, they got to the rock tunnel. This is where you die. People seem to have one strategy in this game, one like stratagem, one trick up their sleeve, and it's just chucking rocks at you. Oh god, what the fuck is that full morale? No! Oh, I wanted to go in. Earthbenders, all of them. Yeah. Zhang, what the fuck is that guy? I need to go kill him quick so that he doesn't keep just murdering if he's at full morale. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Just die quick, please. Do me a favor. Just make it quick. He's making my troops sad. Make way, I need to kill your general because he's making my troops sad. No, it's more like he's just kind of murdering them to death. I would really prefer it if he didn't. I mean, I would be pretty sad if I was being murdered, that's true. He's fatally killing them. People die when they're killed, you know. It's generally not good for the future prospects of a man. Don't interrupt me, I want to combo your guy so that he gives me a cool shield when he dies. God damn it. Okay, +2, that's fine. +2 is good enough. Oh, I like Lu Xun. I like his combo. His attacks. They're very wide. You wouldn't think so since he uses these short swords. Although they're not actually that short compared to... Yeah, but as opposed to using a spear, you know, like Guan Yu. I'm trying to play catch with your general's ghost, so he drops that shiny shield he's hiding on his pocket somewhere. Yeah, you'd think if he's carrying it with him, I would be able to get it no matter how many hits I got on him. Believe it or not, that's in the novel too. No, it's not. That's stupid. Just a gameplay mechanic. Could you imagine though? Get in there. Oh, well, +4 is fine. Nah, you gotta juggle him so it falls off. It's not fair otherwise. they're using wind magic, so I'd say that's pretty not fair on its own, to be honest. Although they are just very hungry Chinese people. Because, you know, that's what this battle is. It's like a rebellion from people who are being mistreated by the current governing dynasty. And that's basically what it was. Well, that's a +8, so it must be 24 then. I thought it was 32. Okay, so that means I don't need to juggle nearly as much as I thought I did. I would say just taking it is desecrating the corpse, but you're actually not desecrating enough to be worthy of the better stuff. Gotta juggle them to bits. Yeah, I mean, in a battlefield, you know. I feel like it's fair game. That's true, they would explode into giblets like some old boomer shooter with how much I'm juggling them. You know, like in Quake, when you shoot the corpses and they just explode into bits of blood? And just meat, like Half-Life. God, I should play Quake on stream. It's a game that I have some nostalgia for, even though I didn't like it as a kid. My dad had it on the family computer, so I would play it because it was there, but it wasn't my favorite, you know? It was a game that, it was one of those games that were there because my dad played them. Also streaming on YouTube? No, I'm only streaming on Twitch. I upload them to YouTube later, but I don't stream there. Mostly because I don't think my computer could handle, or my internet connection could handle dual streaming. Like, I'm pretty sure that takes a bit of bandwidth. And he has fire magic. They all have fire magic. The only ones we're missing are the water benders. But I guess that could be we, since we're spilling all this fresh blood. Yeah, Twitch won't let a video, won't let a VOD last for more than a certain amount of time. I think you can upload videos to Twitch anyway, but nobody watches videos on Twitch, so I just don't bother. It's better to upload them to YouTube and have them there, just so that they're not lost, you know. And sometimes I get the just odd view from YouTube randomly deciding to recommend it, but it doesn't happen much. It's not what I'm looking for. I just want them there to have them somewhere. Because video is kind of heavy in terms of storage, so it fills up the hard drive kind of quick. Can't just keep it in here. My computer, you know? Okay, so where's the shield? The shield should have dropped somewhere, but I don't. There it is. Got it. I really gotta get to work. Oh, you have to leave? Yeah, I was about done with the stream anyway, so... Oh, that's what you meant. I mean, hey, like I said, you can do that if you want, right? But video editing is a lot of mind-numbing work, so... And to be honest, I'm not sure there's that much worth highlighting most of the time. Maybe this stream, because I've been rambling about shit. because you're here. Surprising what a difference having an active chat member kind of makes. But you know, I mean, I appreciate the effort if you want to put it in. Genuinely, just learning video editing is just, it's a good skill to have, right? Your rants are interesting. You are like one of 3 people that have ever said so. You're funny, you think so? Interesting I come by, but honestly funny, I don't hear that very often. It's not like I was trying to be funny, but I don't really think of myself as like a medium type, you know what I mean? Oh god. Look at him, he's barefoot. Is he barefoot, I think? I think he's barefoot. Are you sure there's more people that can say you're interesting? No, I believe you. I believe you. It's just that it gets a bit tiring for some people. Like, I understand, right? It's not like I do this at the drop of a hat. And most of the time I keep it to myself. But when I'm streaming, I can just rant about whatever the fuck I want and you can't stop me. So, yeah, I'm a bit more loose with it here. I mean, not funny, but fun to watch. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can buy that more. I mean, I'm glad you think so, honestly. I try to make it a relaxing atmosphere. Or maybe not relaxing, but just to be entertaining on some level. Mostly because if I'm not having fun doing it, then it's not fun to do it, then I stop doing it, you know? This stream, your gameplay goes hard. Does it? I mean, it's Dynasty Warriors, you just have to mash buttons. You just have to press square repeatedly. Like, that's what's nice about this game, it's really easy to zone out. Like, I kinda didn't realize when I started finding the final guy of the level. I'm gonna be honest, I was just kinda busy talking about whatever the fuck it was. Look, he's gonna recover all health. Oh, he isn't. Nice, okay. He's dead. Listen, that's 2 stages, which is what I usually do. That's quick, honestly. With the yellow turban revealing for this stage, it's actually kind of normal that it goes quick. It's the first stage, it's kind of easy, like, you go through the motions. But the other one, the Wuzhang Plains, it was just kind of quick and short. It was very nice. Doesn't usually come that way. If I can get more stages like that, I should be able to maybe some of these streams have 3. Shukai Dave, you're tired? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I do usually do only 2 stages per stream, right? Or rather 4 hours of streaming, more or less, right? And each of these stages takes about an hour, and I've spent 2 hours coding, so yeah, I was gonna leave it here. I'm glad you enjoyed watching, though. It's pretty nice. As a stream today, thanks for watching. I always feel, yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like, subscribe, all that shit. I don't ever do that. I don't ever actually say that. But I also never know what to say at the end of the stream. Just goodbye, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna click the stop streaming button right now.